And the ride, I say the ride is so smooth. You must be a limousine. Oh, sorry. Just got in from walking the Doge. So I noticed I'm tired. I'm really tired. She's hyper. So we have little Nalacita, little Nala from The Lion King on my back. As you can tell, we've changed some stuff around. I've changed some stuff around. So the useless TV frames is no longer on my desk because I don't use the TV. My boyfriend's got a PlayStation 4. Yeah. He's got a PlayStation 4, so I gave him the TV because it's just in my way. Leave her alone. She doesn't like playing with you. You ruined it. Do you need a vibe check? You're just mad because she took your spot, huh? They're possessive over mommy, I guess. No. Nova doesn't take any shit. Nala is a sweetheart. Like, she only meows when she doesn't want to play with Willow and Willow's playing, a bit too rough. And she chirps, like when you're about to play with her. Or if she's like laying in the sun and you reach your hand out, she's like, I don't know if you can hear that. By the way, I had lost this little piece of equipment and I can't remember if I told you guys about it. But I found it when moving all of the furniture. And I should not have moved I moved all of the furniture in the living room. It started out me wanting to vacuum, and then it ended up me feng shuiing the living room so that my work desk is right in front of the window. We don't have like a traditional living room. This light's gonna go out at any second. That's the only thing I don't like about it. To be honest with you, as you can see, I'm like getting ready still. Let me pause so I can at least, that's the one thing I don't like about being next to the window. Let me pause so that I can find all my wires and shit. It's gonna be okay. Haha. So, you guys can't see the mess that I just created. But that's a hat. I had mentioned that my boyfriend had been buying me Legos recently, and my cat destroyed all of my wonderful Empire of Five Nights at Freddy's. However, I'm not gonna put them back together in this video. I guess I'm just going to be explaining what I'm gonna be doing in the next video because I need to make sure I have all the pieces, or like at least most of the pieces. And with each Lego set that you get one or two replacement pieces. And the replacement pieces that you get are like little itty bitty pieces that when you put them into the construction set, there's no way you could lose it. Like, out of all the things, that orange block, not the black, the orange, that was one of the extra pieces that I got. And that's not coming off. It took me a minute to put it on. Yes, this is a Lego piece. However, things like Lefty's microphone, which was actually in his right hand. I did. I didn't like that. You know, like, you're more likely to lose that, or like one of Chica's freaking. Oh, you know what? I have the best example for you. A piece that was the first piece that was lost that made me so mad. So mad I almost cried. My table broke. Bonnie's head. His head is gone. And I actually now have the complete set because he went to GameStop and bought me the last three Pieces, piece sets, puzzle sets, and I think that's all of them. Yeah, so he got me this bottom row pretty much last week. These were the first two that he gave me, Mangle and Lefty, which Lefty is one of my favorites because the puppet is one of my favorites. And my boyfriend and my mom are both left-handed. And then he got me the deluxe concert stage before the bottom ones. But now I have all the sets except for Bonnie's head. And I kind of wanted to get like a basic Lego. I just kind of threw the box back. I'm really organized, can you tell? Look. My pizzeria is in shambles. This is post-fire credits. But anyway, yeah, so in the next video, I think I'll be playing with Legos and talking about, I don't know, TV, my doctor. Oh no, let's talk about my doctor right now. How much time do we have? We're at 7 minutes. So, my doctor asked me if I felt safe at home, like, in a bunch of different ways. And I don't know why he couldn't just ask me what happened to your eye. Because number one, I don't know. And number two, no, I don't think someone hit me. I would have remembered that. But you can't see. Yes, you can. Look at that pretty little pop right there. I don't know what happened. I blame my dog. That's the most sensible thing. Like, maybe I was playing with her and je ne sais. Well, I actually found a bunch of things while I was cleaning yesterday. And yes, it did hurt like hell. Like, at first I was like, I could do this. Started breaking a sweat and I was like, I could do this. And then my back started hurting. I was like, I have to do this. Yeah, I'm an American, not an Americant. But sometimes when I push myself, my body is like, and it's like, hey, bitch, slow down. Ooh, where'd this pen come from? Nope. He can have that. I like bold pens. And by bold pens, I mean like a milliliter thick. If it's under a milliliter, I don't. Millimeter. Why am I saying milliliter? Milliliter is liquid. If it's under a millimeter, no. So those 0.5s, those 0.7s, nah, boo-boo. What's this one? This one's a 1.4. You know? I like them thick. I like them chunky. I like them round. I like them plumpy. Anyway, let's hope I don't get flagged for those the Prince verse in the beginning. That's like one of my favorite parts of that song, though. And I miss my mom. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. Like, what's she doing? How's she holding up? You know, like, if I call her right now, what would her voice sound like? And I do that to a few people in my life. And those people I consider like my support system. You know, like, I don't know. I find myself messaging. Oh my gosh. So I keep jumping around, but I'm not really talking about anything important right now. This was supposed to be a Lego. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to save the Legos for later. Well, I can put together the pieces that I already have. Look at this poor thing. Mangle's body is like all the way over here. Flop. So for all intents and purposes, I stole my brother's dad. And by steal, I mean, like, my mom dated him when I was, like, stupid young, and I still call him dad, you know? And, as an adult, you appreciate your parents much more than as a child. I'm just gonna say that right there. See, like, these pieces. I got extra pieces of those. Why? How would I lose this? You know how hard it took me to put this little orange piece in here? I sound like Nikocado Avocado. We're not going that route with this YouTube channel. So anyway, back to me stealing my brother's dad. So he's got a fake name on Facebook, and I don't like giving away names unless like there's almost no way that I'm gonna bring that person back up, or it's something like endearing or positive. Anyway, so I was watching this and we're still talking about my brother's dad, it's okay. I was watching this. I really like Telltale. She got a new big piece of dogwood and she's so happy. Anyway, I've been watching Telltale, and he is a Watchtower survivor. He was Watchtower Society survivor, whatever you want to say. He was shunned by the Jehovah's Witness. And like my assumed grandmother was a Jehovah's Witness, and I've only had like a little taste. But anyway, he was talking about televangelists. Like, I think Joel Frames. That wasn't Frames. That was a stroke. Anyway, that wasn't a stroke. Both. I'm sorry. I don't like to joke about things that are serious for people. And like my grandfather's had multiple strokes. So sorry. Anyway. I forgot what I was. Oh, televangelists. So they were talking about televangelists, and somehow I keep forgetting that Bruce is there. They were talking about televangelists, and there was this one televangelist who I noticed had a similar name to my dad on Facebook, and I was like, So I started watching like John Oliver talk about the televangelists and these other people, and then I just started like researching televangelists. And that's the fun part about being agnostic, is that, you know, even though Catholicism says that it's, you know, the only good religion, Christianity says you follow the one path, you know, Pentecostals, we are the one true, you know, the Quran says that this is the one true, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the good thing about being agnostic is that in my position, I don't feel damned to hell if I'm looking up different faiths, you know, just to see how different cultures point to the moon. That's what I think a religion is. And that's why I don't really get irritated when I talk or think about religion. So there's this guy. And I realized, I was like, oh, my dad's fake. That sounds like my dad's fake Facebook name. And I was like, yo, is your Facebook, are you named after a televangelist? And he's like, you're one of the first people to get it or whatever. I was like, yeah, let me know when you get on TV so I could testify. Because, like, it's a big, I'm not going to say it's a big act. However, you can use the word act in many ways. You know, like, I was watching the televangelist and he was like, I don't know names. I'm not going to put people on the spot. But he was talking about lupus. Oh, he was talking about lupus. And I'm not a doctor. I see many doctors. I just went to the doctor yesterday. But he said, "You demon lupus, get out of here." Like you're not invited to the party. In the name of Jesus, lupus, I rebuke you. And it was exciting to watch, but it was also a little bit comical. You know, it reminded me of when I went to a Pentecostal fellowship. Oh, I think I told that story where I went to North Chicago with an ex, and it was scary. And they actually brought out the purple robes. Maybe it wasn't Pentecostal. It was whoever throws purple robes on, like, the people, not just the preachers. That shit was intense. And don't get me wrong, you know, just because you cry doesn't mean, like, you're having a bad time. You know, that sounds wrong. I went to Bay Center, and me and my roommates cried, like ugly cried, when Porter Robinson came on, and when Yellow Wolf came on, or Beowulf, Yellow Wolf, something Wolf, I can't remember. Like like tears of ecstasy, no drugs needed. So I totally understand that you can. I totally understand that you can cry for different reasons. But yeah, they made me, like, cry because I was uncomfortable and they were, like, impeding my boundaries and I didn't know how to say, like, no, get nowhere near me. And then they all tried to make me eat their food. And I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy. I'm not gonna eat your goddamn food. Ooh, I sounded a little bit Midwestern there. My practice is working out. I've been watching a lot of Fargo. I love that movie, Fargo. So, that movie, I think not only do they pass the Bechdel test, but there's a pregnant cop. And she's one of the main characters of the story there. And I tried to, now it sounds more New York. I was born in Illinois and spent a lot of time in Chicago, you know, and I don't think I have an accent. When I first met my boyfriend, I thought he had an accent. He still thinks I have an accent. I pronounce our town wrong. I put emphasis on the last syllable when you're supposed to put it on the first syllable, and I'm like, that sounds like a shoe when you say it like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're reaching the 20-minute mark, and I've been telling myself not to go past 30 minutes. These things, okay, so they're prescription only, but they're God's. My breath, I can't do it. Breathing, what's wrong? I can't. This is a Lidoderm, which I think that's the brand name for it. It's a lidocaine patch. And I love these things, but they don't stay on. And you have to be very careful when you throw them away because there's still medicine on it, especially if you have little kids or animals that like to eat every fucking thing that's touched your skin. But they're great. For people who have localized pain. Like I was having back pain yesterday and I slapped this little thing on there after I took a shower and it stayed on all day. Like I just now felt it. And this is the next day. It's about 10 o'clock. And it just now came off. I felt it too. I was like, oh, it was in my back. It was like you can almost hear the. Okay, well, once I'm gonna look for all my pieces. Then I'm gonna try to put them together. and maybe cut the video into different pieces so y'all won't be like, this bitch is spending another 2-hour video doing shit and my watch time is only gonna be like 8%. So I'm trying to fix this. I'm trying to not so much do things that people would enjoy, but do things that I would enjoy so I can look back on these videos, whether they're in the background or the foreground, and be more inclined to pay attention because they're not so long. But yeah, I'm gonna go clean up some shit and then I'm gonna be back. Yeah. Before I go, last thing before I go. My ears, I have gauged ears, right? Can you tell that my earlobes are lopsided? This one is like, and this one is like, I have crooked ears. I'm trying to face the camera straight on. Oh no, they're kind of not crooked. And people think subconsciously, people don't just go out and say this, but like symmetricality is very like sexy to people, I guess. Which is why like when people get piercings, they don't get it done in like the same exact spot. Like mine's literally, it was a diagonal. I had my eyebrow pierced and the bangs go on this side. Still asymmetrical, but nothing is all leaning to one side. I feel like with my ears, this one gets way more attention. Like, all your ears are gauged, and they always look at this ear, and I'm like, yup. I always like do this. Like, yeah, the other one is too. It just doesn't stick out far enough. Anyway, I'm gonna go and try to be more organized. There was something else that I needed to find. I don't know. Bye. Thank you for watching.